pretty boy Yusuf. So
Yeah, Yusuf.
It's a hoe.
Super nut.
Super hoe.
Yeah. We're live, by the way.
This is the Rice Podcast.
What the fuck was that? Where the hell you even get that? But you got bongos in your fucking room? What you got bongos in your room?
Next is Rice Master. And then it's me.
Wearing your dashiki?
Asar, a.k.a. that nigga, a.k.a. Omega Black. Oh, a.k.a.
Omega Black.
You 2H good, but I'm a great 2H'er. A.k.a.
Hold on. Just because.
Watch your girl.
Hold on. Just because my 2H's was on point for that couple of games, and then all of a sudden my shit was off.
I didn't say it was fraudulent. I never said it was fraudulent.
My shit fraudulent.
I never said it was fraudulent.
I
said you 2H, but I'm a great 2H.
Fraudulent. You just said you're not real.
Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. You're not gonna be talking shit about my fucking 2H.
I said it was a good 2H, but it's not amazing. Like, oh my god, you 2H that? How?
Whatever, dog. Man, my 2H's are the shit. Okay.
To you?
Oh my god.
Because you're amazed you land them, nigga.
Ha!
Ain't we live?
Nigga, yes.
We've been live.
We've been live for about a whole couple minutes.
All right, I did the intro. What are we talking about today?
You ain't do no intro. I ain't get no intro.
And
now we have a topic for Rice Masters.
Anyway, so
make a nitro. I'm gonna break this thing down in just a few seconds. Now, don't have me break this thing down for nothing. Here we go.
Here we go.
Nitro is now speaking.
Anyway, what we got?
Anyway, all right. So yeah, it's gonna be a short podcast this week, man. It wasn't really much going on. Except for one thing. Except for one.
We got a couple things. Anyway, but you go ahead, Rice. What we doing first?
What's the first topic?
We're gonna go through this. No, we're gonna go through the quick shit because we don't give a fuck about everything else except for really.
Yo, they put a plant in Smash Brothers.
Yo, hold up. That's later, man. That's later. That's
later.
That's a little bit after. But anyway, tonight, so the quick news. Blaze Blue Cross Tag got a few minor fixes and shit like that going on tonight. I'm pretty sure that's live right now, so whatever.
Who cares? Top 5 news next.
Hold up, Blaze Blue Cross Tag is nice.
I mean, that's cool, but if it's patched or if it's not, it's still a nutty ass fucking game, so it doesn't matter. Like, it's fun. It's fun to watch, but that game is absolutely freaking bonkers. And I don't expect them to fix everything for at least another 2 years. So it being patched does absolutely nothing.
I don't think it was gonna last for another 2 years.
Okay.
It might not, but
it might not. But anyway, stop playing that shit in the background. Oh my god. Anyway. Infiltration not gonna be participating in any tournaments until further notice.
Yeah,
he got court.
You can't participate in tournaments from jail. So,
yo, it's not even jail, but he's kind of in some shit, as we already explained a couple months ago.
That nigga about to get it. That nigga watch your jail.
But yeah,
in Korean jail.
Korean jail ain't no joke either.
I don't even know. Well, I mean, I know
ain't
no joke, but he from South Korea, so he might be all right.
But spankings down there?
Kim Jong-un might not even give a shit. So
I put 13. That's supposed to be 23. Oops.
Blue.
Do they do spankings down there?
See, you asking some freak ass questions.
No, I'm serious. Right? Jail time, like one of the Asian, I don't know, it's China, Japan. They give you spankings if you do a specific crime.
I don't know. Right. I'm not even gonna get into that. That sounds like some kink shit.
It's time to Google.
Yo, you killing me with this junk. Where did you even get that?
Why do you even have them?
I got it from a Doomday.
Where?
You got it from a Magumbale.
Oh my God, the African festival that lasts every year in Philly.
Oh.
Oh.
I got it from there.
Wait, wasn't that festival like a while ago?
Nigga, it happens every year. That's not my first time going. I went like every year.
Oh, but like, what did that like just happen?
No, in summertime.
Yeah, no, you bring out no freaking drum any other time.
Right.
I'm feeling spiritual today.
You know what's actually funny?
Man got his dashiki on.
You know what's funny? On my way to work, I saw there was a car that had Wakanda license plate on it.
Wakanda forever. I need that.
Well, I'm pretty sure only one person can have that, really.
I mean, a Wakandan license plate, or
no, not Wakandan license plate. It was Wakanda.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, back on topic.
All right, moving on.
All right, so
next,
Christy,
hey,
Christy and DOA 6. Yeah,
I like my announcement better.
Whatever. 2B.
DOA.
2B.
Yep, 2B and Soul Calibur 2B is from the game Nier Automata, which is a great game that I haven't played yet, but I will be playing it. And I'll be streaming it on twitch.tv/OmegaNitro. Check it out.
Hit a drum roll for Neo.
What a plug.
That'll probably happen in about a month or so, because we're gonna be streaming Pokemon and finishing up Borderlands first.
Bandai is Soul Calibur, right?
Yes.
Travel Cruise Bond for Bandai.
Namco.
And Namco.
This guy.
You killing me with this drum.
I like the drums.
We got Nier. It's like they got Nier. Her name Nier, right?
No, the name of the game is called Nier Automata, but
who's the chick?
The character is it's called 2B.
Yep.
Oh, snap 2B. Shouts 2B.
Thank you, Yusuf.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, 2B. She got like freaking teleporting swords and they float, and she looks cool as shit.
Yep.
And,
cool character.
And she got a nice ass. So yeah, that's always a plus.
Anyway, yeah, it's good to see her.
But like, see, here's the thing, though. You may come at me on that was some wild shit, but that was like, but even people who didn't play the game were fans of that character just because she had a nice ass.
Basically.
So that's what we do.
Yeah, nigga.
No, man. Just shout outs to the Freak Bulls.
Yep.
All right, Yusuf, one time.
Shout outs to the Freak Bulls. Okay.
Yep, shout out to the Freak Bulls.
Freak nasty. All right.
All right.
Mochi and Chocoblanca are officially gone.
Didn't we call this like the last time when there was like?
Well, yeah, we called it, but they never. It was never really announced. Now it's officially announced.
Yep, and now it's official. They are off Team Echo Fox. Apparently, they already have a new team that they're in talks with. So that'll be interesting to see what the next move is. But them being over in Japan, it doesn't really make too much of a difference.
Basically,
anyone's gonna pick them up, right?
Anyway.
All right, Evo 2019
has been announced.
Really?
It's the first weekend of August.
First week of August.
Okay, so here's the $1 million question.
What was the last year? Huh?
Rice, when you getting married again?
The week after Evo.
Okay. So here's the $1 million question, Rice.
Oh my God.
Is your ass going?
Nigga, I'm getting married the week after.
So
Rice going.
Go to Evo.
Still waiting for an answer.
No, man.
Is he going?
Party in Vegas.
Is he going?
I have no clue, man.
What you mean? No clue.
Nigga, it's a week before my wedding.
So
still waiting for answer.
I gotta see, man. I gotta see how my money goes.
Got it.
Rice, just go, dog. Well, no, I can't. I don't know how much a wedding is, so I can't read.
It's expensive as fuck, and that's going to be expensive as fuck whether he go to Evo or not. So
yeah, but
like
maybe all you got.
You already know. You better have all your money put aside for that already.
Drop a Q's bomb for Rice and LaBelle getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you going or no?
Is that actually? It might be a strong possibility. I can go.
I don't want to hear that shit. You going? All right,
listen, man. I got bills, man.
All right, you going? Moving on.
All right. Now to one of our main topics of the evening. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Was there any other announcements?
Not really.
Why isn't Smash a quick joint?
Because
Smash?
Ain't nobody.
Smash is fun.
Look, Smash is a quick joint too. Look, they announced Incineroar, which nobody asked for, but whatever. So Smash Brothers has a Zangief. That's random, and they made
Zangief. My bad. You said
I never actually.
Zangief, not a Zangief.
That's a Pokemon, right?
Yeah, that's a Pokemon from Sun and Moon. He's the last evolution of the Fire Starter. Lit, which I personally like Litten just because of the name. He lit.
Cool.
But yeah, so he's a Fire Dark type, and
cool.
Specific moves had he has a real like pro wrestling theme about him. Like his specific move was like the Darkest Lariat or some other bullshit, and fighting moves. So yeah, he had this big wrestler vibe, which he's not the first wrestler based Pokemon out there, but you know, whatever. They put him in the game as a full fighter, and he has I guess an alright moveset, but whatever. And then they put Ken in the game, who is Ryu's Echo Fighter. You know, I didn't particularly see this one coming, but like it's a pretty
explain to me what Echo Fighter is, please.
So basically an Echo Fighter is where they've acknowledged that's basically Smash and Nintendo acknowledging when they put clone characters in the game.
Okay.
And not just saying that, oh, these are their own fighters, but saying that, yeah, this is basically another version of this character who has all of the same moves that might have like slightly different properties to them.
So basically like Roy and Marth.
Yeah. I mean, although, yeah, let's go with that. I would more say like Marth and Lucina, but like, because Lucina is Marth's Echo Fighter, not Roy. But yeah.
From Melee, I remember them just being
how they were basically the same character and had the same moveset, only different.
Except for Roy was fire.
Yeah, like Roy and Marth are like, I think they're different enough to warrant being their own characters, but like Lucina is pretty much exactly Marth, where her moves just work slightly differently. So she's Marth's Echo Fighter, and like they had Pit and Dark Pit,
right?
Like, they're basically the same character. So Dark Pit is an Echo Fighter. So in this case, Ken is Ryu's Echo Fighter, where they both have the same moveset, but Ken has some slightly different properties on his stuff and different Final Smashes.
Okay.
And Final Smash only really
just like Samus and Dark Samus and all that shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yep, Ken is Ryu's Echo Fighter, and that was an easy way for them to put another character in the game. So good for Nintendo. I don't know why Smash Brothers Ken. I don't know why Nintendo can animate Ken better than Capcom can.
Oh my god. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Like,
Nintendo.
That's like how's the character animate better, look better in every way possible, and it's not your main character.
It's like how you let Nintendo outdo you, Capcom? That's for your own character
with a less powerful system.
Yeah, less powerful system. And Nintendo just made it look way better than you did. That's kind of pathetic. But you know, we all knew Street Fighter V was pathetic a long time ago now. So I don't even know why. So that's not any news.
See, I'm not calling it pathetic. It's pathetic. They went a different route that strayed away completely from.
Rice is pathetic as shitty. Don't even try to.
I don't know why you're trying to sugarcoat it right now.
They fucked up everything.
Wanted to make this a main topic.
They fucked up everything, dog. Drop a Q's bomb for Nintendo.
What?
I respect it.
I I wanted to like 5 so bad.
Same, but it's not gonna happen.
Piranha Plant.
Okay, so yeah, so they reveal Ken and Incineroar, and those are actually like characters that you're gonna have, or that's gonna be unlockable from day one. Because the other thing about Smash that they announced was that you're really only starting with the 8 characters started the original Super Smash Brothers all the way back in freaking medieval times and shit on the N64. You only start with those 8 characters, and
Are
then
you serious?
you gotta unlock the rest. Yep, I am dead ass. So how this shit is going to work in tournaments? Good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In fact,
rough.
The thing, it being on the Switch, there might be at least a little something to mitigate that for, you know, like tournaments that are coming up that are really soon, like NEC.
Yeah.
There might be something to mitigate that for though. Actually, wait, is Smash going to be out by then? I think it is.
It comes out in November, doesn't it?
No, I think it has a December release date. Let me double check. Man, you made this a main topic. You should know. December 7th. All right, so yeah, NEC isn't. I think it's like the week after that.
It's the week after, yeah.
All right, so if we run it at NEC, which I believe we will, then yeah, good luck actually having all the characters by then. But what we might do is, since it's on the Switch, and this is one of the things that is actually a bit convenient about the Switch, is we can make it like a bring your own system kind of setup.
Yep.
For Pokken, it's kind of necessary because you each need your own, like, you know, you each need your own console to really play well and like head to head, because that's how it worked on the Wii U version. But for Smash, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. But if we can't get like all the characters unlocked, then it might have to be that way. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out. We'll have more information on that as NEC actually gets closer. But yeah, at least that's an option that, you know, people can bring their own Switches, because that'll have like all their customizations and shit on there, and we'll just be like, yeah, take anything that has to do with the stats off.
Yeah.
But, you know, still like your names and all of that shit. Whatever.
Stop trying to play League, nigga.
Shut up. Okay, so
Joe, just wait though for real, because I'm trying to play League. But anyway,
Katsu invited me to a normal.
Who?
Katsu invited me to a normal.
Oh. Anyway, so.
But yeah. So what else we had to say about Smash? I mean, nothing really. Oh, Piranha Plant. Yeah, so we have freaking Incineroar and Ken as like the last characters that are actually going to be in the game proper. But then apparently we're going to get DLC characters, and of all the fucking characters they could have added, they give us a fucking potted plant. I'm a member of
the potted plant.
What's wrong with a potted plant? What's good about a potted plant?
What's bad about it?
It's going to hop around.
Nothing is good about that, and that's what's bad about that. I mean, I'm sure you like your pot.
I do,
and I'm sure you like your plants.
I do.
That kind of pot or them kind of plants,
and I get both worlds in one.
You're getting a piranha plant. Don't nobody like piranha plants.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
Stop fucking lying. You know them Jones. You know them Jones was annoying as shit when you played Mario and you try and go down a pipe and the little plant come out and eat you. That shit is ass.
Cute.
Huh?
I thought it was cute.
Man,
shut up, man.
Anyway, so they figured that like a minor annoyance in Mario games was the best choice.
I guess we're gonna get a Goomba next.
Huh?
I guess we're gonna get a Goomba next.
Yeah, right. That's like putting a Goomba in the fucking game as a character. Like, what moveset does that even go ahead?
Eat you? Toss you out?
Like what?
Basically having Yoshi type moveset.
Piranha Plant don't do shit.
Other
Piranha
than
Plant
eat
is
you.
trash. So like, I mean, Smash Ultimate is shaping up to be a mad fun game, but like I'm a member of like some of the or not, I wouldn't say a member, but like people have added me to like like one of the Sonic groups on Facebook because that shit's hilarious and they post like Sonic memes and shit. Niggas was some people who are like actually like serious fans because they haven't grown up yet. Them balls was tight. That shit was funny.
Said because they haven't grown up yet, though.
But yo, like that they were tight because they swore up and down they was getting Shadow the Hedgehog.
Are you serious?
Shadow the Hedgehog was going.
Shadow's not gonna be on there.
It would make sense because Shadow would be like a good echo fighter for Sonic.
Right.
Easy. Like that would be a very that'd be just as easy as them making Ken. Easier. But instead of that, we get a fucking plant. They were mad as shit. That shit was funny.
Yo, man, we should get Bowsette.
Oh, stop. Ain't nobody doing that.
Yo, let's get Bowsette, man. Let's get Bowsette.
Hentai shit, dog. Like, stop it.
Huh?
I said, ain't nobody doing that fan art dojin hentai shit. Because that's literally all Bowsette is. What if Bowsette was a sexy bitch with big tits that looked like Princess Peach? Well, what if Bowser was a gender flip, sexy bitch, big tits, look like Peach? And there's Bowsette. Like, why would they ever do that? Nintendo is not going to legitimize that ever.
That'd be hilarious.
Keep dreaming. I mean, that would be hilarious. But keep dreaming.
Who's saying anything about me actually really went out? I'm just saying just because.
They may shock you.
Bowsette?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you just being a freak boy.
How am I being a freak? Okay.
Come on, dog.
Yo, man, Bowsette, man. Bowsette for life.
Dog, this is just like every other time they turn something into some cute anime chick. The whole thought behind it is, we need to fuck this.
Bowsette for life.
So people were like, yo, Bowser's a big dragon. We need to fuck Bowser. Turn it into a bitch.
We need to fuck.
No, Bowser for life, man.
Playing, just like they have like Earth Chin and fucking and the John from they got the one anime with fucking the red blood cells who's like this cute anime chick. Like they turn everything into a cute anime chick. They turn ships into a cute anime chick. They turn
yeah. Oh yeah, the bullet bill.
They did that. Oh, I'm not even talking about the Nintendo John. I'm talking about there's like a literal popular anime where battleships, like the Johns did like aircraft carriers and battleships and shit. Like you sunk my battleship, that kind of shit. Turn them into anime girls.
Next topic.
Yeah, so Japan is freak bulls, and they was like, yo, Bowser, make Bowser a hot chick though. Freak bulls. Boo, make Boo a hot chick though. Freak John.
Shout out to the freak niggas.
Shout out to Freak John. But Nintendo is not going to acknowledge y'all. Like man, keep it family friendly. And the only point in Bowsette was like, hey, what if we could fuck Bowser though?
Drop a cool bomb for the freak niggas.
Yo,
freak bros.
What's the next topic, man?
All right. So the real topic of the evening, which
here's the headliner:
Canada Cup 2018. Yeah,
was this weekend. Who boy?
Yeah. All right, let's go through the results first.
Okay.
I guess we're doing that.
Let's go through the results.
The results for Street Fighter.
So for Tekken 7, we got.
Who won Street Fighter? Because I was watching that shit.
We're going through it, bro. Just listen.
Did y'all see it? Because the shit cut off for me. Maybe I think my internet. I couldn't finish
Anyway,
watching.
Tekken 7.
One, but
I was kind of upset. It was getting
7.
good too. It's like I didn't like Street Fighter a long time. Shit just cut off on me. Had to call Comcast and
I was
everything.
watching it in Japanese, trying my best.
Y'all suck, man. Fine.
No, anyway, all right. So Tekken 7.
So Tekken 7, Team Yamasa's Nobi and was it Taki or Take for first and second, and then Abel Del Maestro.
And this was on the World Tour too, wasn't it?
And this was World Tour. Yep.
World Tour event. I don't think it was a Masters event. I think it was just like a ranking event or something. But still, it was a World Tour event.
All right, so Soul Calibur 6.
Hey,
First place, Mr. Dominic McLean. Sonic Fox.
Showing his dominance in yet another game. Going up, taking Canada money.
Taking over again.
But yeah, this is actually the first Soul Calibur major that he was actually able to take down.
It was like the second.
He hadn't won before.
Well, yeah, the game only been out a couple weeks.
Yeah, but he's already played in like 3. What do you mean? There's been like mad pre-release tournaments and all of that, and he's.
I'm talking about I'm saying the second real major.
Yeah, but the point is that he's always like gotten top 3. Like he's been good for a minute, but he was never able to like get over the hump. You know what I mean?
Mr. Linkers. Linkers wasn't at this tournament, so I guess he.
Yep. So like he was stronger than everybody there. Normally it's always at least one person that's strong enough to take Dom out, but Canada was not up to the challenge.
Yeah.
Not the only thing that they wasn't up to the challenge for.
Dragon Ball. It was a Dragon Ball radar event. Yeah.
How was that?
Sonic Fox takes another one.
Yeah, as if he really needed to win any radar.
Like he did. Yeah.
Who's buying for Sonic Fox?
But basically, the radar event was like the winner goes to any
Yeah, to a Dragon Ball event.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how that works. Like I think Bandai Namco like pays your way. Or like pays for your travel and entry or something like that. But yeah, something like that.
Some shit like that. Anyway, Street Fighter 5. Yes. Did y'all see it?
Street Fighter 5 because I did my fucking internet cut off. At least I think it did.
What?
But anyway, first place was Takedo. Second place, my man Shao Hai. And third place, Justin Wong.
Damn, do they got the video out?
And that was a premiere event. And what a premiere event it was.
I can't believe I missed it.
You and everybody else.
Everybody else. What happened?
Because we all missed it.
Y'all did?
Yeah.
What happened?
Basically. So, the best you probably got live, I'm pretty sure that Capcom has been able to replay the stream by now, not the stream, but replay the recording by now.
Recording.
Yeah. And we've only scratched the surface of what actually happened. But basically, you weren't able to watch the stream because they had to cut the stream off in the middle of the beat.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. They actually had to cannibalize my main man Beefuteki setup in order to get everything they needed to do local recordings for them to air it at a later date. So the only way you actually watched grand finals of Street Fighter V live, which was the last event of the night, was if you were there at the event yourself, or you were watching like somebody stream it from their phone or something. That's the only way.
Sounds ghetto, but go ahead.
Yeah, sound real low tech, don't it?
But drop a coolest bomb for Beefo. Okay, continue.
But yeah, so that was the only way you were watching it because they. I don't know exactly what the plan was there, but they were basically were ready to shut the whole thing down by 7 o'clock.
So I mean, what could they do? What are they gonna cut the power off on them or something? That's cruel.
That's exactly what they did.
Oh shit, they really did it. Damn.
I mean, thankfully, thank God it wasn't the power to actual setups. But during losers finals, they cut that shit.
Damn.
They were trying to cut. They were trying to From what I hear, they were trying to kick everybody out.
Damn.
During losers finals.
Wow.
Like the security was like going to all of the actual tournament goers and like, hey, you guys got to get out of here.
Yep.
Which is actually that's pretty freaking unheard of. That they would be trying to kick you out before the tournament's over. Like I've heard of tournaments where, you know, everybody got to go after it's over, but that's normally after it's over.
So they didn't even care if the tournament finished or not. It was like, nigga, y'all gotta get the fuck out of here.
Are we still talking about? Are we talking about the problems yet, or are we still talking about like results and what and just the?
No, that was outrage. I was watching it,
bro. We're going in now.
Okay, so
that was an outrage.
So yeah, because they were trying to shut down early, they pretty much Capcom Fighter stream was already going down before like top 8. Like the English stream, with the English broadcasters and all that, they weren't able to actually be live streaming they weren't able to live stream the event. For even most of top 8, you had to watch it through the Japanese broadcast. So shout outs to Japan for not going down, but yeah.
I'm sorry, that's ghetto.
It was an extreme ghetto affair.
That's ghetto. That's bad. That's everything just bad. That it wasn't ran right.
That's not even the half of it, bro.
Yeah, that's not the half of it.
What could be worse?
Was if we going in, let's just put it this way. Canada Cup has been a yearly event for the past, I don't know, 9 years.
About 9.
About 9 years they've been doing this.
Yeah.
Just the things that I've been hearing about how Canada Cup was run made me wonder if anybody there knew how to run a tournament. I mean, I don't want to trash anybody else's event. Stuff happens. But let's just get to the brass tacks of the situation. I don't think they were prepared for this event this year at all.
Do you think it was too comfortable with their status that they just didn't give a shit?
I wouldn't. No, I definitely wouldn't say that. But from what I'm, basically from reports, what's basically going on, or rather, let me tell you the situation. Let's break it down. So this year, Canada Cup was partnered with EGLX, I believe it's called.
Yes, EGLX. Hello?
But yeah, it's partnered with this event called EGLX, which is a more, I guess, more broad and general esports event where they had stuff like NBA 2K and FIFA and all other types of stuff, and not just fighting games. Canada Cup was, and we really should have got Big Dame on this podcast, but because
Big Dame wasn't around.
Oh, but yeah, because he was our eyes and ears on the ground. But yeah, so Canada Cup was like not its own event for this situation. It was a small portion of the event. So Canada Cup basically, even though it had venue space, it wasn't its own venue. This was one of the biggest problems that I see that they had with the event in general. Because they weren't their own space, they couldn't dictate, or at least they didn't coordinate with EGLX when they were shutting down, who actually needed to be able to get into the venue at what time, some real basic shit as far as running tournaments is concerned. Like, you make sure that make sure that all of the people who have pools at a certain time can actually get into
play their pools.
Stuff like that. Make sure that that you're not shutting the whole thing down until after the tournament's scheduled to be over. So 7 o'clock usually isn't really for any major that I've ever experienced, watched, or ran, or been to, anything like that. 7 o'clock has always been entirely too early to actually end a tournament. So you guys needed more time than that, which is perfectly fair, but you think that you would have that, plotted out. But they didn't seem to. So I'm really not sure what happened. There was obviously a huge breakdown in communication. There was somebody who was actually there, on the ground floor, who made a whole video called basically Canada Cup 2018 or how to destroy your brand in 3 days.
Oh, I did not see that at all.
Yeah, that was a very well put together synopsis of all of the problems that were happening there. But you had your typical situations where you have volunteers not really know what's going on. Considering that people couldn't get into the venue, and at one point the entire event reached capacity when all the Canada Cup all of the Canada Cup competitors weren't actually in the venue, but the venue reached capacity, so they had to call the fire marshal and say they can't let anybody else in the venue.
Holy shit.
So, of course that's not the player's fault, so it's not really fair to DQ them, but
right.
at the same time, they can't get in. I hear that
I heard they basically was told that they had to choose to either play or get DQ'd from another game.
They had to choose which game they were going to get DQ'd from, because one game was running so far behind that they weren't that basically Tekken 7 ran into I think it was Street Fighter or something like that.
Yeah.
Or something like that, but
whatever. Yeah.
And in either case, basically one game was running so far behind that this person had a match up in both games, and was basically told their stuff wasn't held, their matches weren't held. They were basically told that they have to choose which game they want to get DQ'd from.
Which at any tournament is
that's unacceptable. Wow. At any tournament, that's really wild. But
now,
are you guys going to talk about?
I don't want to completely just try to.
I'm not trying to
make it seem like we're shitting on Canada Cup, because a lot of people say it's a great event. I still never gone myself or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like a fun time. They have after parties, but we're not done with talking about the problems. Dragon Ball Pool started, and we have reports of players not playing their matches for about 4.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
4.5 hours between matches. So we had they had a lot of volunteers that weren't ready for the situation, And I mean, who could be really? But they weren't ready, and so they're DQing people. Shit is running behind, and yeah, Lapchi and his team just really wasn't able to get ahead of the situation at all. So shit is running like 4 hours late, and because they're kind of sectioned off into just like kind of one big corridor side of Canada Cup. It's super crowded because they have almost everything going on at one time, even though it's a 3-day event.
Oh yeah, that is a 3-day event. Shit, I forgot it's a 3-day event.
Yeah, so like that was a 3-day event, and they had everything running at the same time, which was just really bad.
Which is
late.
Yeah, which is very difficult to do, especially when you don't have enough setups to do it.
Yeah, so I mean, they had to be fair, they were running like 22 some games. A lot of the older games actually did run fairly well from what I saw. Like the Tournament of Legends, that was some really good stuff. All of it was streamed, everything was cool. And I think Bifu was the one in charge of that particular Canada Cup stream. So yeah, that all worked out. But the main games, it was a problem. All right, what else? So yeah, we got shit not starting on time, shit being mad crowded. And really it was, from what I saw of the layout, they probably could have utilized the space better. But you know, the bottom line is that there was a whole lot of people and not enough space for all of these people. They had 2 streams of Smash, and
which I don't think was necessary at all.
Everything was running at the same time. The whole stream schedule was such that they had 4 streams going, and for like, stream viewers like me and yourself who really like wanted to check it out because we couldn't make it all the way up to Canada, it kind of sucked for us if you didn't really want to watch Smash because you didn't get a chance to see pools for like anything.
All right.
I don't even think they had Tekken pools.
They didn't have. Well, they did have. No, they didn't have Tekken pools. Fuck.
So no Tekken pools, and this is
and no Dragon Ball pools.
So the whole event just walked out.
But yeah, so no Tekken pools, no Dragon Ball pools, even though Tekken was a ranking event and Dragon Ball was a radar event.
Yep.
So yeah, that just was not a good look. There was a lot of things, a lot of missteps and miscues, and I guess I would imagine that everybody would expect better from somebody who's been in business for like 9 years. One thing I will say is I don't think they were used to moving on to like the convention room floor and being part of another event. But at the same time, really, a lot of the problems that I saw at Canada Cup probably could have been solved with just some basic communication and coordination between the event that is hosting you and your own event. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like set up your tables better, have it, make sure that players have enough time to get in. Do your actual schedule your events, like stagger your events. I don't know. It seemed like there was a lot of basic shit that they could have done to make the situation better. But that's just me talking, and it's hard for anybody to say exactly what is going on because if you're not actually running it yourself. I mean, like you said, you're not we're not trying to just shit on Canada Cup because if there's anybody who understands how difficult it is to run an event, it's us.
Yep.
But, I just can't impress upon people enough how a lot of the problems that just like snowballed out of control could have been solved with some like real basic shit. So I hope Lapchi really does, or Lapchi says that he was, that he sees all the problems and is going to really step it up moving forward. And I hope he does, because Canada Cup is something that I've always like wanted to go to. with the passport in order and all that type shit, because they have some real fun after parties and shit. I don't know if we wanted to talk about that aspect, but yeah, but ultimately, I got nothing but love for Lap G.
Yep, same.
Cool dude, and I haven't really spoke to him much, but yeah, he's out there trying to do his thing and run an event, which is more than can be said for 99.9% of the community. So,
niggas suck dick.
So yeah, I will never, be trying to do some shit like bully somebody out of doing their thing and running the damn event and doing their damn thing. So so I'm glad
someone else.
Huh?
Unlike someone else.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that too if you want, but
yeah.
But yeah, so I would never, try to get somebody to throw in the towel or try to kick them while they're down. But we just say all that stuff to say from a tournament. Well, I do from a organizer's perspective, and I'm only speaking for myself, not for anybody else. But from organizer's perspective, I see where a lot of the things they did could have been, mitigate. A lot of the problems that they had could have been made a lot better with some real basic planning.
Yep.
So yeah. I'm available for events, Lapchi, if you're listening. Feel free to hire the OmegaSquad. We'll come down, have your shit running right and tight.
Yep.
Put that shit on the convention floor. It don't matter. Part of a convention, you only give us a certain amount of space. Just have me do your schedule, stream and event, and allow me to talk to the ELXG or whatever the hell. I have it running tight for you, bro.
Yep.
Real shit.
That's one thing we can do. Make the best out of what the fuck we got.
Situation.
As we had a fucking hurricane in TFC 2 years ago.
I mean, yeah,
or 3 years ago.
I'm not trying to talk about the resume. This is about Canada Cup right now. So anyway, what other parts which other part would you try and talk about first?
I really want to talk about people's expectations really of an event and stuff like that.
Okay.
And how most people need to really think before they speak on an event, essentially.
What do you mean as far as that's concerned?
How most people would just shit on another event and don't realize what the hell they talking about.
Okay, we taking this angle. Yeah. So it's bad from both sides as far as that's concerned. So we can talk about the people just shitting on Capcom or not Capcom Cup, Canada Cup. Yeah, just shitting on Canada Cup unwarranted, which is really it's really fucked up. We get it. Lapchi ran a pretty bad event this year. He's copped to it, but you don't have to kick a man while he's down.
Now, you also gotta hold him responsible for his shit.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you can't be caping for people and they fuck up. And at the same time, when it comes to other people's events,
yes, sir,
you want to talk every old kind of shit for even the most minor of mistakes. You're complaining.
You talking about Christy?
I'm talking about people.
We're talking about just people in general,
and I'm not talking about anyone in particular. If the
shoe, I saw Christy doing. That's why I mentioned Christy. My bad. Go ahead.
If their shoe fits, wear it. But
your dog's holler.
What kind of hypocrite are you? I mean, I'm sorry to kind of derail it to moving on to the other end of the spectrum. Christy. But let's talk about the other end of the spectrum. What kind of hypocrite are you,
Christy?
Stop name dropping. I ain't dropping.
Stop name dropping. Man.
I ain't saying you. I ain't okay. My bad.
What kind of hypocrite are you that you would trash somebody else's event that you go through? Talks all types of shit about it should be doing this or we should be doing that or we're esports now and stop fucking this up or whatever.
Gotta get with the times.
like on multiple occasions, where you basically sound like you're trying to be the head of the tournament administration, where players association, holding tournament organizers to a higher standard as far as what people should be able to expect out of their tournaments. That's fine if you do that. If that's fine, if that's what you want to brand yourself as, but you can't hold double standards after that.
Fraudulent.
That's some hoe ass shit right there. Where one tournament you're like, oh, it's so bad that every setup doesn't have headsets. But
Jeremiah,
Canada Cup two fits. But then you have Canada Cup where pools is starting like 4 hours late and everything's late. Nothing is getting played on time. The stream is like, fuck. You don't even the stream is down for the finals and projectors going down. People having to rush the stage to watch finals, to watch Tokyo win in the end. And this is the game, you play, by the way, but no names.
Christy.
So you got situations like that where it's an absolute catastrophe. And you on there and you go on social media and instead of doing your usual complaints,
Twitter,
you say, oh, Lapchi is trying his best and this, that, and the third and blah, blah, blah. And you're damage controlling.
Christy.
What are you damage controlling for? You've already made yourself, you already established yourself as that guy that isn't, looking on the bright side of life. You that guy expecting everything to be perfect because you put in your time and your money and your effort coming out here and, competing and, coming out of your way to go across country or whatever have you. You know what I mean?
That was your time to shine. That was your time to really show on tournament.
And the thing about that is I can respect that. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't respect that players, put their heart and their soul into these tournaments and expect better from everybody. I'm with you on that.
But you gotta keep that energy with every fucking body.
But yeah, when your buddy fucks it up, keep that same energy.
Fraudulent.
You know what I mean? Like you can criticize like the events that I have a hand in harshly. I'm okay with that. I'll take that. I'll try to learn from that. I'll try to make that a better experience. I always try to do that. But don't fucking shit on my tournament and then next thing I know, you over here caping for somebody else's tournament who fucked it up worse than anybody else did this year. Like, I mean, it would not be an exaggeration to say that Canada Cup has probably been the worst major of the worst run major this year. And it's not the shit on anybody, but
Christy.
X. But you got a tournament that's run decently well, and you're complaining, and then you got
minor shit
catastrophe, and you want to say, oh, this guy does so much for the community, and all of that. Especially not if the river ride to the after party. Like that's just it's not convincing, bro. Like that's messed up, Yusuf. Like,
am I lying?
Like, I don't want anybody or step on anybody's toes, but you got to realize the hypocrisy there. Like,
fuck it, I am. Fuck that. Let's draw him.
That's mad hypocritical. I try to get along with everybody, but that's some hypocrite ass shit. Like Justin Wong. Justin's the homie, but he trying to damage control, which I accept that more from Justin because Justin does not go out on his way to shit on anybody's event. I will give him that.
The only time I seen Justin like actually be upset was when they like it's really called for, like when him and Wolf Prone situation and all that, when he was like really upset about that.
He was upset with a player. He wasn't upset with the TO because Justin respects and appreciates the TOs, which is something that which is something that I definitely respect about Justin.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Like, but the post he made trying to like smooth things over though was just come on, man.
Well, Justin, I don't think Justin really does. He really know what's going on behind the scenes. Besides that, like,
I mean,
so he knows all that. He knows all that bullshit. He's still trying to damage control.
Well, I mean, everybody trying to do their part, I guess. But like he said, what did he say? He said, you know, if you're upset about Canada Cup, come to the after party. Lap Cheese buying free beer, and he's got a limit.
He's trying to damage control with the liquor
in the limo. And like
the limo,
you riding in the limo with the nigga who fucked up.
It was only like Lap Cheese and like the top people, the top players who was like part of Lap Cheese camp that was able to ride in the limo.
Oh, that's fraudulent.
So it's like, come on, Justin. This isn't
going to get the side eye too.
Like, I respect what you're trying to do because, you know, people are understandably mad.
You know, you're trying to ride that limo. That's why.
But you can't, when you say shit like that, that just makes people more mad. You know?
Well, that's gonna make him look fraudulent, especially like, yo, come on, guys, let's chill out. I'll meet y'all at the party and then hop in the limo.
Meet y'all at the party. They got we got limos, this, that, and the third. They had people over there. We had people over there memeing that shit, posting saying, "I'm still waiting for my limo." I've been over for a week. People still outside waiting for their limo. The limo wasn't for them. And
come on, y'all. Let's get in the limo and meet y'all there. What?
Like the space is limited in the limo. Well, obviously, but it's like it's not like Lap Cheese was doing that as an apology for like everybody. Lap Cheese likes to stunt, and he always has. That's been like the big thing in Canada Cup. Lap Cheese always posting on social media his the bills that he has after like a Canada Cup after party where he spends like $10,000 in liquor.
Shit.
He posted that kind of shit. So like the limo and the liquor and all that shit, that's Lap Cheese being Lap Cheese, man. This isn't an apology for a poorly run event. I mean, maybe buying everybody some beer was. But like, if I'm sitting here, if I had to wait, if I had to fight and struggle to get in the venue that I paid to get into because the fire marshal was about to shut us down, and then I have to wait like 4 hours to play my second Dragon Ball match, I don't want to hear no shit like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a free beer." That's not gonna make it better. Like, I'm not gonna feel better about that. Like, a lot of the damage control and a lot of the people caping for it, I've heard it called Lap Cheese Defense Force. A lot of the people caping for that, like, it was in pretty bad form, yo. Like, the best thing to do, fuck up, is to say,
I fucked up.
We fucked up. We're sorry, and let people be mad. Don't try to come in and shut down their opinions, or tell them, "Oh, it's all right because we're gonna get you a free beer." Nobody gives a shit. Like that doesn't help the situation. That just makes it worse. Like the one dude torched the shit out of Chris T, and this isn't my words, so I'm just gonna repeat it. This is what this person said. Not, this isn't my opinion, but he was saying, he was basically like, "Yo, fuck off, Chris T," because you always complain every time you don't place well, you always complain about every little thing that you can, but let it be your boy Lapchi, or since you getting a free limo ride, the rest of us need to just shut the fuck up. Like, fuck out of here. And it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue anything in the contrary when he come at you like that, because that's exactly what it looks like. So yeah, that was in bad taste. And the other thing that was in bad taste is certain other tournament organizers posting shit saying, basically saying that, oh, I see Canada Cup's fucked up, but you can get a flight down to my event. That's some shit. Like, obviously the man's having a hard time. And yeah, you're the type of person that likes to kick people while they're down. But that shit was never a good look. Ever. And I don't know why, like, if you're trying to be the best TO out there, I don't know why you can't just let your event speak for itself. Why you always got to come in and try to shit on everybody else.
All the time.
When fucked up shit happens at your events and nobody says anything.
Yeah, they came for this person too, so.
At least that's what I heard. I mean, I'm not going to drop any names if if the shoe fits.
Christy.
Look, we passed the Christy portion.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, so not only was it a kind of a train wreck of an event, according to a lot of people, but the aftermath, just the social media, which is really bad too. Like, I haven't seen a blow up like that in quite some time since VGX or VXG.
Oh, that's a classic.
I mean, VXG is worse, but because people didn't even get paid. But
damn,
like a situation where the venue's shutting down before the tournament's over, and I know Lapchi probably had to come out of his pocket pure for everybody to be able to stay, for them to finish that event out. So big ups to Lapchi for that, for taking that hit, because I mean, I wouldn't let anything like that happen at our events, but if something like that did happen, then people might be having to finish in the bathrooms or something. It'd be grand finals in the bathroom because we just got kicked out the ballroom, or we got kicked out the convention center floor, and it's going to cost like some 5, 6, 10 G's to allow them to stay us for allow us to stay for like an extra few hours.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, so that was really rough, but I don't know who did the scheduling for that. And the thing about that is, Canada Cup didn't even have any on-site registration.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
So yeah, all the people who were coming at least a couple weeks in advance. So yeah, I hope Lapchi comes back with better planning. If you're interested in Canada Cup, a lot of people, or rather, I'll speak from experience and from what I've observed, that people who have a pretty bad event, like that year that Larry had a bad event at Final Round, because he got swamped with like 400 people at the door for Street Fighter V, and it was just too much. He came back next year he came back and did it big next year. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times people who, take a hit and don't quit, they're trying to step their shit up, they'll definitely come back hard next time. So I'm actually expecting Lapchi to get his shit together, because I've always heard that Canada Cup has had its share of problems, but I've always heard it's been a really good time. I've never heard that it went quite this spectacularly bad before. So, looking forward to next year. Hopefully I'll be able to go.
Meh.
Hopefully.
Meh.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be recovering.
I know, right?
All right.
Yeah, after next year, I don't know how fun's gonna be, man.
My fun's gonna be rough next year.
looking pretty tight, man.
Man, I'm just stacking bread.
Yeah, fun's gonna be tight for me next year,
Well,
man.
yeah, you know, you married, boy.
Yeah, get married. Sick.
Trouble Cruise bomb for Rice getting married. I've got the noise. Hold on, I almost got it.
How you
Hold
gonna
on,
drop a bomb and then you ain't got the sound effect on
hold
that?
on. It's coming. There you go.
You
And
already
on that note, I think we're done for the evening because yeah, I gotta get up early for work tomorrow. Then I gotta go to my second job, and then yeah. Good night, everyone. Actually, outro's my fault. Yusuf,
only
who
3.
actually stayed the whole episode?
And now for the outro, we're gonna start with Rice.
How you gonna tell me to do my outro? Nigga, I just told you to do your outro.
All right, Rice is done. Now we're gonna start with Omega Nitro.
All right.
And then for the finale, a song. Psych dog. Psych dog. I'm tired, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see. Because you getting super nutty now.
Yeah.
That's your outro?
Yeah, that's my outro.
Wow. Anyway, good night, y'all.
That was a nutty ass outro. What the fuck?
Huh?
I know, bro. I'll make it better. It's a template. You know what I'm saying? Shit don't work out like Cannon Cup.
We're gonna have bongo drums now at every podcast. Oh boy.
Shit don't work out like Cannon Cup. Gotta do better next time.
Oh. Anyway, good night, y'all. See y'all in a couple weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hopefully 2 weeks.
Yep. Check out the stream, twitch.tv/Omega Nitro. We about to be streaming some fighting games. Right now we're doing Borderlands, you know, kind of just to test the waters on stuff.
And make sure you follow twitch.tv/Asar.
Do you even actually have a Twitch?
Yeah, I do. It's not Asar though.
Well, I'll eventually put y'all Twitches in the description.
No, it's really not that. I just made that up.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing anyway. If you,
I have one. But I just
stream, bro.
I have a stream.
I have one too, but I just have not.
I'll never use it though. We gonna have OmegaSquad stream. A whole OmegaSquad stream team is gonna be like Wu-Tang.
I got 33 views. Oh snap! I'm popping.
Yeah, what?
33 views. Total views.
Oh wow. But yeah, anyway, good night, y'all. I'm probably gonna play some League. Yeah.
You know, I play